Hey, good morning, everyone. I'm Tommy with Be Inspired Ministries, and what I want to start doing is a new series that's going to help us understand the books of the Bible. So we're going to break it down into chapters, into themes, and stories, and the characters to really understand it from a left to right perspective. We have to understand the Old Testament to understand the New Testament. So this is going to be a great opportunity for us. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. There we go. I put this together to kind of help us understand it. And again, we're going to break these down into short videos because we all have short attention spans. So I'm not going to throw an hour at you right away. We're just going to kind of break it down little by little. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into this. All right. So Genesis breaks down into creation, the fall, Cain and Abel, Noah and the flood, the Tower of Babel, Abraham's story, Isaac's family, Jacob to Israel, and then Joseph's story. So we're going to make multiple little videos here to break all that down for you. So in chapters 1 and 2, it deals with creation, the pre-history time period. God creates the world in 6 days and rests on the seventh day. Adam and Eve was created as the first humans. They lived in the Garden of Eden, which had endless resources. Just think, it's a really amazing thing. Think about trees and water flowing, and I kind of think about the Bambi Disney thing, like animals frolicking. Like it's just a really serene environment, very peaceful. Everything you need is there. The only limitation is to not eat from the tree of life. So God says you can have all of this, but just don't have this one thing. So of course, as humans, what do? We eat the one thing. We have the one thing we can't have, right? So the serpent, which is influenced by the devil, convinces Eve that she will not die if she eats the apple. That just God doesn't want them to know things that he knows. And who is he to prevent that? So she says, well, look, God said, if I eat this apple, we're going to die. And I don't want to die. Serpent's like, no, you're not going to die. I promise you, it's just going to give you this additional knowledge, this wisdom, things that God knows that he just thinks you should know, and why shouldn't you know it? So he convinces her. So Eve and Adam eat the apple. Eve takes it, gives it to her husband Adam, and they eat the apple. Right after that, their eyes are open, and they discover that they're naked. And sin has now officially entered the world. So now they're looking down and they're like, what the heck happened? You know, we're naked. We never realized we're naked. We're kind of hiding in the wilderness as God comes looking for them. And God knows where they are. God knows all things, right? But he says, where are you? And they're hiding behind the trees and the brush. And they're like, we're over here. And he's like, why are you hiding? Well, we're naked. What do you mean you're naked, right? And so it's kind of this back and forth between humanity and God, because now sin has officially entered the world, right? So God looks for them, but they are ashamed and they're hiding. They've now entered what's called spiritual death, right? So when God said, you'll surely die if you eat of this apple or eat of this tree, it wasn't necessarily meaning physical death. It was spiritual death. And that's what they now experience. So God expels them from the Garden of Eden and says that childbirth is now going to be very, very painful. You're now going to struggle to survive that land that you're going to have to till to make your own resources, to get your own food. It's going to be really hard to do. It's going to be a real big struggle. And you kind of brought this on yourself, but I'm not going to just smite you from existence. I'm going to kick you out of the Garden of Eden, and you're going to start that journey yourself. So that is chapters 1, 2, and 3 of Genesis. Stick around for more chapters. I'm Tommy with Be Inspired Ministries. Have a blessed day.